Good morning, everyone. It's good to, I can't see you, so I can't say that it's good to see you because I got the light right in my head. I can't see all that much. So my name is Martin Forse. I'm the president of the HPA. I'm also working for the Swedish heat pump manufacturer NIBE. And Thomas asked me to give some kind of inspirational talk here to begin this conference, the second day of the conference. We're a little bit delayed, so I guess I should try to keep it very strict on time. I start my timer here. It will tell me when I really have to stop. So then we should start off keeping the timing. Are you aware of that a new gas boiler is installed in Europe every 6 seconds? Every 6 seconds. A new gas boiler is installed, and quite likely this customer is then captured for the next 20 years or so with an appliance that is designed to emit greenhouse gases. Now we have to get away from that situation. And I have to say, with the present Commission in place, we have seen a lot of good benefits coming in, directing and leading to policies in the right direction, going away from that situation. I'm going back until midsummer, July 2020, when the European Strategy for Energy System Integration was launched. In there, in this paper, they highlighted for the very, very first time the importance of electrification of the heating sector. And also, I believe, to one of the first times actually recognizing the heating sector to be important at all. So they gave the really direction here, and we started markets and national policies to favor heat pumps. They realized we have to go in this direction. We saw the markets picking up. And then, as you all know, with the outbreak of the Ukraine war, they only took like 10 days before they published a white paper on that we need to do something. We need to launch something like RepowerEU to cut the dependence on Russian gas. It was accelerated even further, and everyone agreed upon we must introduce heat pumps at a much higher pace. We got really boosted. At the same time, we were having difficulties coming out of the pandemic, supply chain issues. The markets got crazy. But now, all of a sudden, 1 year later, a little bit more, the market situation is entirely different again. And it seems like also policymakers, especially on a national level, are getting nervous. We've been at this crossroads. Which road to take? Will it be gas boiler as usual, or will we go on the heat pump track or not? We have seen national policies, everyone realizing it's a dead end to go into the gas boilers. So we've seen member states discussing should they be banned 2024, which was on the table only a year ago to discuss that. We thought that could be implemented in one of the bigger countries in Europe. But then they got the shivers. We don't know that. 2025, will it be then? 2027? 2030? 2034? It seems like it's going further and further away. These are the politicians there that are having the shivers right now. Can we introduce heat pumps that quickly enough? Or is it just too inconvenient and too expensive for the population? No, I think we just better click the snooze button again. Gas prices are going down. We go back to sleep, and let's do this another day instead. So that's what we've seen, all these dates of 2024, 25. Let's do that tomorrow. It's like kind of a, I don't like it, the manjana mentality here. That needs to be changed because we have the future for our market. We just need the right conditions to be there. And what are the right conditions? I think we deliberated on it a lot yesterday, that the one single most important factor for our market to be flourishing is really that we have to have decent energy price ratios. An energy price ratio between electricity and gas should be below 2, ideally. I come from Sweden, probably the most mature market in Europe. And why is that the case? I dare say that the main reason for why we were so early was because that in Sweden was the first country to introduce a carbon tax. That was put on heating oil. We don't have gas in Sweden. So heating oil was the main competitor. And they made heating oil expensive and electricity cheap. The energy price ratio has been for more than 25 years been lower than 2. And that set the conditions. People save money. They want to go there on their own. Today, there are less than 10,000 oil boilers left. And there is no ban against oil boilers. That was not needed in our country. We made the shift, and they will never, ever come back. We need the energy price ratios to be the correct ones. Only then we can prosper long-term and long and stable conditions. So why are the energy price ratios not correct? I'd say that this picture from a study of RP says it all. These are the levies in taxes on fossil fuels, it's gas versus electricity in different countries in Europe here. And it's so clear that in each and every country, electricity is much too more expensive than still using gas. And in some countries, even coal gets cheaper. This can't be. This needs to be changed. And only then we will have good and stable conditions for our market for the long-term future. How can this be the case when they are not making the polluters pay? And that should be fundamental for each and every one. I would like to see the policymakers here take really brave decisions to change this situation. It must change, and it must change as quickly as possible. We need brave decisions for the policymakers. And we need brave people in the industry as well. Because despite we are having difficulties here and right now, today, this year, we should all have confidence that everyone is aware of that the target, the destination, remains the same. But with these hiccups that we're having right now, means that we might not take the quickest way to reach the destination. We're making a slightly longer turn. But please have faith, the market will be there. And now, my 10 minutes is almost gone. It's 8 minutes, and that means during the course of my speech, yet another 80 gas boilers have been installed. Let's put a stop until that. Have a good conferencing day, and thank you for your attention.